Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Greater Attleboro Stronger Together Alliance has organized a mental health first aid training for community members interested in learning how to best help another person experiencing a mental health crisis. The alliance is comprised of volunteer community members who work to identify and address critical community needs. Chairperson Kathleen DeSimone spoke more about the Greater Attleboro Stronger Together and the mental health first aid training.
I am a member of a group called the Attleboro Stronger Together. It's a group of people who are dedicated to working on community health and other community-related issues. The group's been working together for several years now on various causes, one of which was getting transportation for people who didn't have cars, putting water filling stations in some of the schools in the school system. This year, we're working on providing a mental health first aid training for caregivers and parents of youth, 12 to 18. Because of the pandemic, and even before the pandemic, there were pre-existing and increasing mental health issues and social emotional issues with kids in that age. So the mental health first aid training, it is our hope that it will empower parents and teachers and other people who work with youth to understand and identify issues that may be there and how to get resources for the kids. So not only do I work in the city and work at Bridgewater State, but I have kids, 2 teenagers who have gone through this. And everything I've seen and heard, both personally with friends and family and in the community and on the news, is that this situation, the pandemic, of course, which none of us have ever been through, it's been very, very difficult when they were at home, not being able to see their friends. That was a huge issue, particularly for the older kids, having to wear the mask, not be able to go out. Adults have somewhat more of a wider range of experience to pull from about how to endure, how to get through these things. Whereas the kids, this is obviously nothing that they've ever encountered. And there's all sorts of data and research to back that up, that not only are the problems existing now, there's concern about what are they going to lead to in the future, because no one knows as we emerge from the pandemic what long-term social, emotional, psychological effects might there be. We don't know. Mental Health First Aid is a highly regarded organization. What they're trying to do is create an awareness and to have people help see and possibly identify issues, not so that they can act on them themselves, but so that they can maybe find the resources or support for the kids, their kids or kids that they work with. This is just to create an awareness and an understanding and ultimately try to help people get help for the ones that they love and the kids they work with. Generally speaking, there is a cost to the mental health first aid programs. What we were able to do is secure a training from a licensed mental health professional who works with Bradley, and they ordinarily charge about $120 per person for this training. But they have a grant, so they're going to be providing us with 2 trainings of 30 people each, 2 different groups of people for the day-long trainings at no charge. And the Healthy Lifestyle Alliance is going to offer lunch for participants, so that's an added bonus. And the Y has graciously offered to give a 2-month membership to people who may be interested in that after the event. As you know, there's a pretty big connection between physical health and mental health, so it's just one small way of helping people feel better. But there are 2 trainings on 2 Saturdays. The first is Saturday, April 2nd at La Salette. We've partnered with La Salette. We're going to be using their facilities to have the training from 9 to 3. The second is May 14th at the Finberg camp, the Wise Finberg camp in Norton. Also from 9 to 3, lunch will be provided there as well. So we need 2 groups of 30 people. And I'm hoping each one is full, because I think this is super important information as a parent, as a community member, as a counselor. Nothing is more important to me than the mental health of our kids and youth. So I'm really hoping to get a great turnout. People who are interested could go to strongertogetherattleboro.org and register on the website, of course, also on Facebook as well, on our Facebook page. Registration is very easy. All we basically need is your name and your email, because we have to report the emails back to the Mental Health First Aid Program. So it takes about 3 minutes to register. Please come, please share the word. If it's not for you, fine, but it may be for your neighbor or your niece or your nephew, whomever. This is important work, and it's a great program, and all you have to do is show up with an open mind. It'll be more than worth your time.